The fig tree was among the first fruit trees people cultivated. Winemakers used to plant fig trees to test the quality of the soil. Fig trees possess strong roots that enable them to thrive in harsh environments, much like vines. And in the past, winemakers could determine if the soil was unsuitable for vines by observing whether the fig tree struggled to grow. If the fig tree didn't thrive, it indicated that the land wasn't suitable for vineyards, prompting farmers to relocate. Vines and figs share even more connections.
The first time I tasted the combination of gorgonzola with truffle honey on warm bread was at a small Italian market at the height of summer. It sent me straight to heaven and I loved every little morsel. When thinking about this pizza, I was led straight back to that market, figs and the glorious bounty that is now available in the harvest season.
We're going to start by generously topping our pre-baked sourdough pizza base with a tomato sauce. Then make sure it goes right up until the edges. Then that's going to be followed by our fior di latte mozzarella. And just going to pull this over the pizza. Followed by our gorgonzola cheese. And now for our hero ingredient, the figs. Make sure that you get enough on, because we want to make a generous serving. Okay, wonderful. Now we are going to put this into our Weber, onto the pizza stone for about 6 to 8 minutes.
In Latin mythology, the fig was held sacred to the wine god Bacchus, who is also depicted on one of the wine barrels in the Cathedral Cellar.
Top the pizzas with pine nuts, parma ham, drizzle with some truffle honey, top with red grape and onion pickle, garnish with fresh herbs.
Just like the long entwined history of wine growers and figs, so is the Cathedral Cellar rooted in the story of South African wine, and it is told in the custodial home, Cathedral Cellar, where Bacchus and other stories live, telling the tale of wine on massive engraved barrels.
Wine is an incredible storyteller. Not only does it tell of the vintage in which it was made, but also the people and the place where the grapes come from. If you take the Cathedral Cellar range of wines, they got its inspiration from the wonderful Cathedral Cellar maturation cellar in KWV, which is situated in the slopes of the Pole Rock mountain. And that Pole Rock is quite unique in that it's a granite intrusion, and a lot of the premium vineyard soils in South Africa are all decomposed granite. So this granite has, over millions of years, has decomposed to give us the wonderful viticultural soils that we have. And South Africa is blessed with the oldest viticultural soils in the world, some of it which is 900 million years old. And so that very much tells the story of South African viticulture, and those ancient soils come through in the style of wines that we make. For example, how's that the Sauvignon Blanc?
It's really a special wine because you can actually taste the aromas of fig leaf in it. And I think it's just so special because we are sitting in a fig orchard today. And it's so fitting. What about your Cabernet?
Cabernet is one of my favorite grape varieties. It's got its wonderful sort of texture. It's got grippy tannins that's balanced out with the wonderful ripe blackcurrant cassis fruit flavors. And in the Cathedral Cellar, the barrel that represents the Cabernet is known as the Bacchus barrel, who is the god of wine.
And today we took a simple ingredient like the fig, and we created this beautiful fig and gorgonzola pizza, and I think we just elevated to something fit for the gods. Cheers!
Cathedral Cellar Wines aims to leave a legacy engraved, with wines that honor the past, reflect the present, and embrace the future.